There's a moment on every cruise that can shape that whole trip. On a med sailing, we traded smiles with a couple at the rail, made a quick comment about the sunset, and 5 minutes later, we were deep in conversation. By the end, we'd shared meals and explored ports, and we've kept in touch for years. No forced mixers, just genuine connection. Many empty nesters love cruising's balance of structure and freedom, but worry, how do we meet people without being stuck on big impersonal tours? That's what this is about, strategies to build real connections while keeping your independence. Why traditional group activities fall short. Large bus tours offer easy logistics, but little connection. You rush from site to site with 40 plus people and barely remember names, if you even get them. Forced mixers, name tags, awkward icebreakers, fine for some personalities, but artificial for many. Fixed dining tables can feel like obligation. If the chemistry's off, you're stuck. A common issue, quantity over quality. Real friendship needs choice, shared moments, and a bit of spontaneity. So the pre-cruise connection strategy, find a roll call. Facebook, Cruise Critic, there are several sites out there that do roll calls, basically groups for a specific sailing of a specific ship. Search Facebook or Cruise Critic for the name of your ship and the date of your sailing. Join the group. Post a friendly introduction post. Some of your interests, if this is a celebration cruise, why you're going and things like that. And then stay involved in the group, see what others are posting. You're going to start to see some familiar faces, even day one. Join some private tours or organize some private tours. Small groups, say 4 to 8 people, cost less per person. They move at a human pace and it's a small group, so they spark conversation. Maybe do a pre-cruise dinner. A lot of roll call Facebook groups will do a dinner at a local venue the night before the cruise. So if you're going to overnight in port before the cruise, which I always recommend, see if there's a pre-cruise dinner scheduled. If not, post one. Invite others from the group. Just a casual dinner, nothing big and formal, nothing, fancy. Don't go to a $100 a plate kind of place. Pick a local restaurant that's good, but say $10 to $20 per entree kind of thing, so that everybody can afford it. It's obviously going to be optional, but because it's optional, it's going to be relaxed, and it's going to be an easy way to connect with some of the other people on your ship. Once you get on board, here's some strategies for organic connections. Regular rhythms. You're in the same cafe each morning. You do the same pre-dinner drink at the same bar every night. You go for a daily walk on the promenade roughly the same time. So those repeated low-pressure encounters can grow into friendships. You're going to see the same people a lot of the time. In the cafe each morning, by the second or third morning, you're going to notice other people, other couples. Same thing with the pre-dinner drink. Feel free to say hello to them. That's kind of the point. Just say, hey, how you doing? It doesn't have to be anything forced or formal. Just, hey, how you doing? Morning, and then see if it grows, Next, activity-based. Choose participatory things with built-in interaction. Think cooking classes, wine tastings, progressive trivia, dance lessons, small sports events. They're shared interests. That's an easy conversation starter. Sit at the bar. Bartenders become connectors and will introduce regulars with similar vibes. You just got to find the right bar that's not slammed 100% of the time, so that the bartenders have a minute to breathe and to talk a little bit, to get to know you, get to know the other people that are there regularly. Specialty dining. Smaller rooms, slower pace, and neighboring tables are more naturally chatty. Shore excursions. When looking at shore excursions, look for small group options. Intimate, limited tours, say 8, maybe 6, up to 16 guests, that give you some time to talk and to bond with other people. Look for tours that are kind of shared interests, food or wine, photography, hiking, architecture. Triangulate around the activity and the conversation just takes care of itself. It's very easy to start talking to other people about your favorite food or your favorite wine or why you like this camera better than another one, things like that. Independent exploring. Keep a loose plan and stay flexible. A cafe chat or a shared map moment often leads to pretty good connections. Post-excursion event. Love today. How about we have drinks before dinner? That's simple. Yes, no, maybe, whatever. Okay, cool. Low pressure, and it moves a connection on board. That way, you continue talking. Conversations that create real friendship. Go deeper than small talk. Instead of asking if this is their first cruise, say, what drew you to this itinerary? That gets them talking about why that itinerary, what drew them to those islands, what drew them to that location, that ship. Instead of where you're from, ask them, what do you love most about back home? That way it gets them talking about where they're from and what's so cool about it. Instead of which tour, ask what experience are you hoping to find on that tour? It's a different level of conversation. And they're more open-ended questions. Which tour? Oh, we picked this one. How do you follow that up? But what experiences you're hoping to find, that leads the other person, into talking more about what they're there for and why they're there and what they like, which leads to further conversation. Appropriate vulnerability. Share a funny misstep or a learning moment. It invites authenticity. Next time you see them, reference the last chat you had. Hey, did you try that restaurant you were so excited for? Hey, how was that tour? Did it give you everything you were hoping for? It signals that you care and that you remember them and remember what you talked about. Set boundaries. Boundaries equal freedom. Hey, how about we have pre-dinner drinks, maybe 7 o'clock? We got an 8:30 reservation. It sets those boundaries. The other couple or the other person doesn't worry, oh my God, does he want to hang out all night long? Yeah, no. We'll sit down, we'll have drinks for about an hour or so, and then boom, we got to go. They know that their boundaries, and it puts their guard down. It lets their guard down. Technology that can help without taking over. Ships apps, roll call chats, use the built-in messaging or a small WhatsApp group for meetups. Often works without, internet packages. Digital business cards. Quick QR exchange for people you want to keep in touch with. Post-cruise. Do a shared photo album, a quiet group chat, maybe a reunion weekend. Stay present on board. Set phone light times so you don't miss the moments that start friendships. Cruises are temporary communities, perfect for authentic, chosen connections. When you blend pre-cruise intros, small group or interest-based time, natural daily rhythms, and good conversational habits, you meet people you genuinely like without surrendering your independence. Plan your social life with the same intention as your itinerary. The right balance turns a great cruise into a trip you'll still be talking about with friends you made along the way.